Formally established during the War of 1812, the Ordnance Branch's munitions management function traces its lineage all the way back to 1629, when Samuel Sharp was named Master Gunner of Ordnance of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. During World War I, the Ordnance Corps assumed the Army's maintenance management function, and during World War II, assumed its third core function of explosive ordnance disposal, or EOD.
Rise and shine. It's 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams span out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. The thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet.
Here in America, we will have a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Regardless of whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, it doesn't matter if you are black or white or Asian or Indian, or any other ethnic group. It doesn't matter what your country of origin is, or the spelling of your last name. It does not matter if you're Catholic or Protestant, Muslim or Jew, and it doesn't matter if you don't believe at all. It does not matter if you're rich or poor, or common or famous. In this country, in these United States, under those colors of red, white, and blue, in this country, all Americans are created free and equal, and we will rise or fall based on our merit, and we will be judged by the contents of our character, not the color of our skin. That is the core organizing principle of the United States of America. That is why we fight.
Good morning, distinguished guests, family members, staff, faculty, those viewing via live stream, and graduating soldiers. On behalf of the 832nd Ordnance Battalion Command Team, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Advanced Individual Training Course. These soldiers have completed training from 9 weeks to 33 weeks in length and will graduate today and join our ranks of Ordnance soldiers. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party, Captain Griggs and First Sergeant Torres, and please remain standing for the invocation given by Specialist Johnson in the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Almighty and most gracious God, I thank you for the courage and strength of character that allows the Ordnance graduates to be gathered here today. As they graduate and prepare to go forth into their unit's assignment, continue to shower them with your grace, mercy, love, and blessings, that they may continue to excel in the tasks that they have learned here today. For your glory and by your grace, we make this prayer. Amen.
gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to introduce the host for today's graduation ceremony, Captain William Briggs. Captain Briggs commissioned from Santa Clara University in 2012. Captain Briggs has led logistics and EOD soldiers at the platoon and company level. Captain Briggs took command of Echo Company on July 17, 2021. Please join me in a warm Ordnance School welcome for Captain Briggs.
Good morning, distinguished guests, soldiers, drill sergeants, cadre, family, friends joining us virtually today. I'm Captain Briggs, the commander of Echo Company, 832nd Ordnance Battalion. Soldiers, today is a very special day. After months of time and effort, studying and sacrifices, you have completed all of your course requirements and are now Ordnance professionals. Soon you will PCS from Fort Lee to your first line unit or return back to your home stations. You are now the go-to experts in your fields. Share what you have learned, continue to perfect your craft, and never stop learning. All of this will help you to become a well-rounded Ordnance soldier. Professionally, find a mentor that will help and guide you through your career. Their experiences, guidance, and wisdom will help you to make the right decision in any situation. They will make you a better leader so that you can mentor soldiers one day. There will be bad days in the Army, but there will be far more good days. You will build relationships that will last a lifetime. Those long days, weeks, months in the field or deployed will pass quickly. The memories from those times will always be with you, and those are the memories that matter the most. Soldiers, you will forever be a part of the Ordnance Corps. When you say 89, 91, or 94 MOS series, people will know where you came from. Always display the Ordnance Corps produces competent, hardworking, and dedicated professionals that are a force to be reckoned with. Treat everybody with dignity and respect. Live the Army values. Congratulations. Much is expected of you. You will not fail. Go Ordnance. Go Ordnance!
Thank you, Captain Briggs. We will now proceed with today's graduation ceremony. In each class, soldiers with the highest academic standings are recognized as a distinguished honor graduate. To be a distinguished honor graduate, a soldier must maintain an academic average above 95%, have the highest academic average of their class, and meet or exceed the professional standard of conduct expected of today's soldier. The distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 043-21 is
Private First Class Steeler Bass, Missouri National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 01-21 is
Private Emerson Campos, Army Reserves, with duty in Virginia.
The distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 002-21 is
Private Christopher Dago, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 042-21 is
Private Natasha Pointer, Fort Riley, Kansas.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Delta 003-21 is
Specialist Jesse Morrison, Idaho National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Delta 202-21 is
Private Blake Ramsett, Germany.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Delta 004-21 is
Private Kenyon Wright, New York, National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Echo 028-21 is
Private First Class Justin Marcus, Fort Lewis, Washington.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Echo 020-21 is
Specialist Xavier Mendez, Puerto Rico, National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91-039-21 is
Private First Class Braden Gagne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91-243-21 is
Private First Class Daniel Ashley, Eglin Air Force Base, Florida.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91-040-21 is
Private Adrian Lulai, Louisiana National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Echo 242-21 is
Private Zane Westfall, Korea.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Hotel 001-21 is
Private Kobe Russell, Fort Bliss, Texas.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Juliet 001-21 is
Private First Class Nyanko Collins, Army Reserve, with duty in Illinois.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 91 Juliet 002-21 is
Private First Class Precious Thomas, Arkansas National Guard.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 94 Alpha 001-21 is
Private First Class Juan Daza, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
the distinguished honor graduate for class 94 Hotel 001-21 is
Specialist Geraldine Moore, Fort Carson, Colorado.
To be an honor graduate, a soldier must maintain an academic average of 90% or above and meet or exceed professional standards of conduct expected of today's soldier. The honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 002-21 is
Private Connor Cohen, Kentucky National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 042-21 is
Private First Class Prisoner Hernandez Suarez, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
the honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 001-21 is
Private Jericho Rodriguez, Army Reserves with duty in Puerto Rico.
the honor graduate for class 91 Charlie 043-21 is
Private First Class Michael Zabonia, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
the honor graduate for class 91 Delta 003-21 is
Specialist Nicholas Merges, Louisiana National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 91 Delta 202-21 is
Private Damian Suter, Korea.
the honor graduate for class 91 Delta 004-21 is
Private Owen Thomas, New Hampshire National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 91 Echo class 020-21 is
Private James Harrison, Louisiana National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 028-21 is
Private Matthew Reese, Nebraska National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 242-21 is
Private Angel Barreto, Army Reserve, with duty in Puerto Rico.
the honor graduate for class 91-039-21 is
Private First Class Gideon Hill, Illinois Army National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 91-040-21 is
Private First Class Juan Rosario, North Carolina National Guard.
the honor graduate for class 91-243-21 is
Private Nathan Whitaker, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
the honor graduate for class 91 Hotel 001-21 is
Private Anthony Smith, U.S. Army Reserves, with duty in Kentucky.
the honor graduate for class 94 Hotel 005-21 is
Private First Class T.B. Bartlett, Korea.
the honor second graduate for class 94 Yankee 009-21 is
Private Kevin Miles, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
the honor graduate for class 94 Alpha 001-21 is
Private Reading Weaver, Fort Polk, Louisiana.
in each class, soldiers who scored 540 or above on the Army Combat Fitness Test are recognized as an Iron Soldier. The Iron Soldier for class 91 Delta 004-21 is
Private Cordova, Army Reserves, with duty in Iowa.
We will now proceed with the presentation of the remaining graduates. Please hold your applause until all the graduates cross the stage.
Private First Class Scarlett Goller, Kentucky National Guard.
PFC Peter Rampola, Army Reserve, Puerto Rico, with duty in Puerto Rico.
Private David Lopez, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private First Class Troy Reiser, Florida National Guard.
Private Donald Charles Kernan III, Army Reserves, duty in Massachusetts. Private First Class Christian Duncan, Army Reserves, duty in Oklahoma.
Private First Class Herbert Smith, Fort Carson, Colorado. Private Michael Custer, Fort Riley, Kansas. Private Don Reed, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private First Class Brandon Otto, Army Reserve within duty of Nebraska.
Private Victoria Cruz, Nebraska National Guard.
Private Cordell Presley, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
PFC Cole Jenkins, Georgia National Guard. Private Robert Lyon, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private First Class Cameron Camacho, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private First Class Maurice Miranda, Indiana National Guard. Private J. Young Kit, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Luis Acosta, Fort Carson, Colorado. Private First Class Christian Brown, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private First Class Ethan Moore, North Carolina National Guard. Private John Russell, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Brian Pastor, Army Reserves, and duty with Texas.
Private First Class Nicholas Carter, North Carolina National Guard.
Private Madhav Goli, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Private First Class Surya Gandharva, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private First Class Jane Telford, Fort Carson, Colorado. Private Logan Tyndall, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private First Class Randy Perez, active duty, Fort Drum, New York.
Private Carolina, Fort Drum, New York.
Private Tatiana Koju, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Decatur Scott, Fort Drum, New York. Private Justin Smith, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private Dalton Hildebrand, Ohio National Guard.
Private Lazoria Curry, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private Jason Riggs, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Brown Lando, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Dawson Cotius, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Private Tavon Smith, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Private Brandon McClellan, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Leon Mercado, Korea. Private Ivan Cordova, Army Reserves, New York.
Private Makita Campbell, Korea.
Private Zachary Bacon, Alabama National Guard.
Private Jesse Aldo Ortiz, Army Reserves, with duty in Ohio. Private Philippe Dackey, Georgia National Guard.
Private Eric Williams, Hawaii.
Private First Class John Gonzalez Santiago, Army Reserves, with duty in Puerto Rico.
Private Kevin Story, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Adkins, Army Reserves, duty in Wisconsin. Private First Class Nick Ortiz, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private First Class Evan Evicuati, Army Reserve, Pennsylvania.
PFC South Lazib, North Carolina, Fort Bragg.
Private Jamar Norris, Korea.
Private First Class John Valerie, North Carolina National Guard.
Private Bryce Walton, Illinois National Guard.
Private Alexander Branish, New York National Guard.
Private Salgado, Massachusetts National Guard.
Private Antonio Austin, Korea.
Private Marco Vasquez, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Daniel Duffy, Korea.
Private Malachi Palmer, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Jacob Deal, Pennsylvania National Guard. Private Herman Singh, Army Reserve in California.
Private Daniel Scamelia, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Private Edgar Plades, Kansas National Guard.
Private Anthony Parkon, U.S. Army Reserve, Hawaii.
Private Dylan Letney, Germany.
PFC Florence Maloney, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Nathan Ackman, Kansas National Guard.
Private Jenna Rambula McCain, Korea.
Private First Class Castellano Romero, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private Randy Horace, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Angel Pabon, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private Chandria Mills, Korea.
Private Kendrick Adams, Louisiana National Guard.
Private Dylan Miner, Minnesota National Guard.
Private Gabriel Davo, Army Reserves, duty within Pennsylvania.
Private Jasper Carr, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Israel Rivera, Germany. Private Stephen Pacheco, Army Reserve, New Jersey.
Private Hamad Ramadar, Fort Stewart, Georgia. Private Kwasi Dagazi, Pennsylvania National Guard.
Private First Class Brandon Billiter, Iowa National Guard.
Private Jabez Cubas, Army Reserve with duty in Connecticut.
Private Brandon Martinez, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Private Marquise Brown, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private Lanaya Bila, Arkansas National Guard. Private Abigail Ariola, Korea. Private Melissa Eliza, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private Stoll Eric, Army Reserves, Pennsylvania.
Private Norman Hernandez, JBLM, Washington.
Private Angel Rose Babu, Army Reserve in Georgia.
Specialist Kofi Kwame, First to Georgia. Private Gavin Allman, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Danasha Furet, Korea.
Private Jeffrey Brinkley, Fort Drum, New York.
Private Francisco Romero, Fort Hood, Texas.
PFC James Pruitt, Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Private Michael Doty, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Andrew Keats, Army Reserve with duty in New York.
Private Dalla Mahaney, Maryland National Guard.
Private Savannah Hicks, Korea.
Private First Class Leroy Grizzle, Army Reserve with duty in Oklahoma.
Private Josh Bird, National Guard, South Carolina.
Private Daniel Castellino, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Dexter Johnson, Fort Drum, New York.
Private Trayvon Odom, Germany.
Specialist Master Associate, Washington National Guard.
Private Torres Alejandro, Army Reserve, with duty in Puerto Rico.
Private Peter Akbobi, Army Reserve, with duty in New Hampshire.
Private First Class Cruz, Louisiana, National Guard.
Private Fidel Gallegos, Korea.
Private First Class David Cuddy, Alaska.
PFC Brian Hogan, Minnesota National Guard.
Private Christian Barber, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private Zeus Castro, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. PFC Tyler Rackley, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class Yomari Berrios, National Guard, Puerto Rico. Private Maria Carmel Casimiro, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Private First Class Loring Thomas, Nebraska National Guard.
Private Ethan Privet, Eglin Air Force Base, Florida. Private Kevin Velez, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Elizabeth Herr, Germany.
Private Nathan Matthews, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Aries Luckett, Fort Benning, Georgia. Private Perucho, Private Justin Perucho, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private San Jesus, North Carolina, Fort Bragg.
Private Tara Meredith, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private First Class Lucas, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class Tristan Hammond, Pennsylvania National Guard.
Private Shane Labby, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Anthony Murley, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private James Branham, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private First Class Isaac Brown, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Maria Castañeda, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private Ethan Evans, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Nick Sanchez, Fort Stewart, Georgia. Private Harvey White, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Jared Perry, Fort Irwin, California.
Private First Class Kennedy Fleming, Fort Steele, Oklahoma.
Private Gage Revere, Korea.
PFC Jasper Glenn Zelina, Korea.
Private First Class Anna Madison, Fort Irwin, California.
Private First Class Veronica Lyons, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private First Class Miguel Moreno, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Christian Hudson, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Ben Parsons, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private John Kozak, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Edwin Quarles, Fort Irwin, California. Private Colton Steele, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Saran Biswa, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Daniel McCoy, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Private Emilia Afulu, Korea.
Private Rogelio Gomez Pinedo, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private Jacob Schwartz, Germany.
Private First Class Tan Nguyen, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private Jeremy Petrie, U.S. Army Reserve, with duty in Oklahoma.
Private Titania Schilling, Germany.
Private Stamore Wright, New York National Guard.
Private Angelo Rijo, Fort Drum, New York.
Private Leslie Calindras, Tennessee National Guard.
Private James Rodriguez, Army Reserve with duty on Texas.
Private Shane Lumsden, Fort Irwin, California.
Private Stanley Uber, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private First Class Kentrell Norris, Fort Steele, Oklahoma.
Private Ramon Gates, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Private First Class John Johnson, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Private Messler, Fort Polk, Louisiana. Private First Class Jordan Boniface, Fort Drum, New York.
Private First Class Kevin Williams, Georgia National Guard.
Private First Class Dallas Torres, Florida National Guard.
Private Jacob Lim, Fort Carson, Colorado. Private Stephen Klein, Fort Hood, Texas. Private Aiden Granville, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private First Class Magdalena Castillo, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private First Class Brandon Mullins, Korea.
Private First Class On John Verhagen, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Daniel Zoller, Korea.
Private Jacob Bracknell, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private Isaiah Sansbury, Fort Hood, Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a well-deserved round of applause for today's graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Griggs will now deliver the Ordnance Corps investiture. The Ordnance Corps investiture officially induct these soldiers into the Ordnance Corps.
The soldiers of these graduating classes are hereby inducted into the United States Army Ordnance Corps under the United States Army regimental system and are invested with the responsibility of ensuring regimental continuity through furthering the qualities of professionalism, pride, and esprit de corps, which have made the Ordnance Corps the epitome of service to the line, on time. Given this 15th December 2021, on behalf of Michael B. Layler, Brigadier General, United States Army, Chief of Ordnance. Go Ordnance! Go Ordnance!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest members of the Ordnance Corps. Family and friends of today's graduates, on behalf of the 832nd Ordnance Battalion Command Team, we extend our thanks and appreciation to you for the support you are giving the graduates during this important phase of their training. Graduates, please give the family members and friends viewing this stream a well-deserved round of applause. For the remaining audience, please remain standing for the recital of the Ordnance Creed, playing of the Ordnance Song, Army Song, and exit of the official party.
Graduates, attention! Ordnance Ordnance Creed! As an Ordnance soldier of the United States Army, I will utilize every available talent and means to ensure the superior mobility, firepower, and communications are advantages enjoyed by the United States Army over its enemies. As an Ordnance soldier, I fully understand my duty to perform under adverse conditions, and I will continually strive to prevent
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the 832nd Ordnance Battalion graduation ceremony. You are a valuable asset to the Ordnance Corps and to the United States Army. Steadfast support, power to spare, go Ordnance! Go Ordnance! Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony.